What's going on, guys? Preseason, Week 3, Minnesota Vikings franchise at home against the Dallas Cowboys. Vikings' first home game of the year at Mall of America Field at the Metrodome. And it's also our last opportunity to see a lot of the starters, as the fourth preseason game is usually dedicated to the backups. And so this game is really our last opportunity to see a lot of the starting battles in preseason. And now let's get into the action. Dallas Cowboys ball, first quarter, Tony Romo back to pass, looking over the middle for tight end Jason Witten. Vikings secondary needs to play well this year if they're going to contend in the NFC North, one of the toughest divisions in the NFL. And now Felix Jones gashes the Vikings defense for a big 30-yard gain. Vikings defense lacking a lot of speed to contain backs like Felix Jones, but Cedric Griffin gets the interception, covering Dez Bryant on the play. Great play by a guy coming off of 2 ACL injuries and looking to make it back into the starting lineup. And now as the Vikings turn on offense, Adrian Peterson picks up only 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9, McNabb looking to Michael Jenkins, looking to be one of his favorite targets so far in preseason. First down for the Vikings and handoff to Adrian Peterson. And this time he finds a hole, makes a cut, and gets to about midfield. We'll jump to 3rd and long now. McNabb back to pass, looking long for Michael Jenkins, and he just can't hang on. Gotta catch those. Need those clutch 3rd down conversions. Dallas Cowboys take over after a punt. Tony Romo play action, but it's a lob, and Antoine Winfield, the veteran cornerback, is there to pick it off. Once again looking for Dez Bryant, and another Vikings cornerback stepping up and making a play. So McNabb and the Vikings back on offense, and this time Berrian gets on the action. He makes a 12-yard reception to at the 31-yard line. Now McNabb out of the gun, scrambling to his right, looking again. Berrian, who's showing up a lot in this preseason, much better than he has in the past couple of seasons. That's nice to see. Then Visante Shenko getting a first down for the Vikings inside of the 10-yard line. Now Vikings in 3rd and goal to go. Fade to the end zone, and Jenkins unable to come up with a grab. He would be shaken up on the play, but would later return. Vikings don't want to have a lot of injuries going into the regular season. After the Vikings settle for a field goal, kickoff to Felix Jones, and Mistral Raymond lays a nice hit on Felix Jones. Mistral looking to be a backup safety and one of our special teams standouts. And now screen pass right to Felix Jones, and the Vikings play it very well. It's very dangerous when teams go to screen passes against the Vikings because, like I said, they lack the speed. But Brian Robinson was in on the tackle, and we're looking for him to be a big replacement for Ray Edwards, and he has big shoes to fill. And now Kyle Rudolph catches a first down. A rookie we're very excited about, and now McNabb back to pass on first down, sacked on the play by Kenyon Coleman, and the Vikings offensive line needs to step up the play in the regular season and keep McNabb on his feet. 2nd and 19, and Peterson goes up the middle for another 10 yards. He had a tough day on the ground, but it was a good challenge for him going into the regular season. And now Lorenzo Booker, our 3rd down running back, currently winning the position battle against Caleb King, picking up 18 yards and a first down. Vikings would kick a field goal. And now Tony Romo back to pass, and Jason Witten gets behind Jamarcus Sanford. You can't let the tight end get behind you, even a good one like Jason Witten. That is unacceptable, Jamarco, when you're battling for the starting spot. Now Cowboys inside of the red zone, and the pitch goes to Tashard Choice, but Jamarcus Sanford redeems himself a little bit and makes a nice tackle. They would settle for a field goal. Vikings back on offense as Michael Jenkins catches a slant from Donovan McNabb for a first down. 2nd and 5, Peterson makes a catch out of the backfield. Vikings looking to feature him a lot more in the passing game this year, and that could be dangerous. First down and 10, McNabb back to pass. Berrian on the right sideline, gets away from a defender, breaks Terrence Newman's tackle, and beat twice. 51 yards. Big touchdown for a guy who's had a couple of off seasons in the past couple of years. Looking to have a big season this year. Great play by Berrian. Tony Romo and the Cowboys back on offense with a 10-point deficit. And time runs out for Romo. He's met by the Vikings defensive line, and he'll put the ball on the ground. Now 2nd and 17, Romo out of the gun, finds Jason Witten over the middle, picking up a nice chunk of yards, 12 on the play, bringing up 3rd and 5, and Romo back out of the gun, finds Miles Austin over the middle, way to hang on to the ball after getting hit by E.J. Henderson. Now 3rd and 3 for Romo, looking on the left side, and Miles Austin with another nice sideline catch this time. Cowboys trying to score before the half. Less than a minute to go. Romo still working out of the gun, and he's sacked once again. Jared Allen, he's ready to go in the regular season. And now the Cowboys punting to the Vikings. Minnesota trying to see what they can do in just a few seconds. And Sherrills takes the punt, has a couple of blocks to the right side, but spins and is hit hard out of bounds. Vikings will go to the half without scoring again. But Sherrills suffered a herniated disc on that play, and he is going to be out for some time. And that means our starting punt returner is going to be on the shelf for a few weeks. And we're going to have to find a guy that can take his spot. But Ponder in the second-team offense in the game now, and Gerhardt, who's having a very good preseason, he goes up the middle for roughly 15 yards. Now Ponder back to pass, finds Devin Aromashadu, who he's developed some chemistry with in this preseason so far. And once again, Ponder to pass on first down, right side once more to Devin Aromashadu. And Ponder's having a pretty good preseason. He's looking to take over the starting job in year 2 of this franchise, or possibly sooner. Tries to hook up with Aromashadu once more on the drive, and didn't work that time. Going to Caleb King out of the backfield on 3rd and 5, and just unable to get the first down, and King isn't happy about that. He wants to make big plays and make this team, and he's just getting frustrated at the moment. So now John Kitna's at quarterback, and he finds Jesse Holley for a first down. Here's a fun fact. Jesse Holley made the Cowboys team after being on the reality show 4th and Long, hosted by Michael Irvin a couple of years ago. And the Vikings bring the blitz, and Brandon Burton gets to John Kitna. And now out of the I formation, Kitna gives it to Shard Choice. Goes up the middle for about 8 yards. But Xavier Adibi's on the ground now, another injured Viking. And we'll catch up with those injuries later in the episode. 3rd and 9 now, Kitna on the right side, and Brinkley got confused by Martellus Bennett. That's not a very confusing route. And he picks up 16 yards on the play, and the Cowboys are threatening now, but Shard Choice put down Tyrell Johnson, who continues to make plays in this preseason. And now Kitna to pass on 3rd and 11, and Asher Allen is there. He snatches the ball out of the air, and that means that the top 3 cornerbacks for the Vikings all had interceptions in this game. That's awesome to see, especially with Tyrell Johnson also playing very well. But now Ponder back on offense, and Caleb King goes up the middle. He splits the safeties and breaks a tackle. It's a 70-yard touchdown, Caleb King. And that battle with Lorenzo Booker, I think I'm going to let you guys vote on that one in my live stream on who should be the 3rd down running back, Caleb King or Lorenzo Booker. Oh, and by the way, I'm expecting that live stream to be Saturday night, and follow me on Twitter at MrHurriicane and find out when the live stream is going to be for sure. And I also post a bunch of cool stuff on Twitter, and so you should just follow me if you're one of my subscribers. And we'll go to the 4th quarter now. Time for some 3rd stringers to get in the game. Mr. Raymond had to leave the game earlier with a bruised elbow, but he's a big boy and he's going to return. So Stephen McGee takes over for the Dallas Cowboys offense, and he finds Jesse Holley for a first down. Working on the Vikings' 3rd string secondary, trying to see guys that can make plays. McGee back to pass again, looking for Kevin Ogletree, but Asher Allen knocks the ball loose. Asher having a good preseason, looking to be our starting nickelback in the coming regular season. And now Hale puts McGee in the turf. And the Vikings take over again on offense, this time with Joe Webb at quarterback, looking for Stephen Burton, who was unable to hang on. Tough catch there as it was behind him, but he's been dropping a lot of balls in this preseason. And McGee finds Harris over the middle there for a first down, but that will lead to a missed field goal by a backup kicker. And Webb back to pass, looking for Lorenzo Booker. He's got some blocks set up in the screen pass, takes him up to about the 40-yard line, gain of 14 on the play. And now Webb back to pass, 3rd and long on the left side, looking for Greg Camarillo. That's like the first time I've even said his name in this franchise. It's one of the first times anyways. But I would shank a Ryan Longwell field goal attempt, and the Cowboys would take over. Kevin Ogletree this time working on Brandon Burton, who's been having a very rough preseason, covering all sorts of receivers. And so he better step up if he wants to make this team. But Jasper Brinkley, here's a guy stepping up. We saw him with terrible coverage on Martellus Bennett earlier, but this time he gets the interception. The Vikings 4th on the day. Secondary and linebackers making some big plays, and the Vikings beat the Cowboys 20-3. And now we got to cut 8 players, so we'll cut Scott Kuistra, if I'm saying that right, Jamie Lamb, because we have some other defensive ends that are stepping up, Fred Evans to clear up a little bit of cap space, Lenzel Barton, Brian D. Benedetto, Javik Cobb, who has been having another rough preseason, Petrion Gee, who I haven't even seen play in this preseason, Marquise Franklin, who kind of got roughed up in that last game by the tight ends. And so that's going to conclude Episode 3 in this Vikings franchise series. We're about done with the preseason and ready to move on to the real football. And so, like I said before, live stream Saturday night is what I'm looking at. Preseason week 4, the final cuts, and then I'll also play regular season week 1 for you guys. And so follow me on Twitter at MrHurriicane. I'll keep you guys updated as to when that live stream is going to be. And I cannot wait. I'm excited to get this regular season going. I hope I see a lot of you guys on the live stream Saturday night. It's going to be a fun weekend. We got college football on Saturday, my live stream Saturday night, and of course NFL football on Sunday. And so everybody have a great weekend. Can't wait for the live stream, and I can't wait to put out more videos in this series. And so everybody have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys Saturday night in the live stream. You better be there.